Hey guys, it's Andrea, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you how I make my weekly spreads for February. I like to keep the same consistent theme throughout the whole month, so I use the same monthly theme and weekly theme. And if you want to see my monthly setup for this month, I'll leave it linked up in the card. And for this first spread, I just started by gluing some craft paper in the corners and then some pictures that I chose. I'm just using my Tombow dual brush pens to draw some dots that will be the background for the lettering of the days of the week. And I know at this stage it seems really weird, but I promise it looks better once that I add the lettering. Now I'm using my favorite brush pen, which is a Tombow Fudenosaki with a hard tip, just to letter the days of the week on top of the dots that I made previously. Usually for my weekly spreads, I make something really structured, as you'll see in the next spreads in this video, but for this one I wanted to go for something a little bit looser and simpler. And if you want to see how this looks once that it is filled out, you can check it out as well as other spreads in my Instagram account, which is in the description down below. For some reason I lost the footage of me lettering this quote, but I chose this one that says, "Choose to be your best you." And if you've seen my previous weekly spread video, you know that I love adding quotes just to have little reminders and motivation along my bullet journal. And for this next spread, I chose to go for a much more structured approach than the previous one. So right now I'm just making little boxes where I'll be writing each of the days of the week. And I also chose a vertical layout, which I really like because it gives me a lot of space to write in. So now, after I've added the headers for each day of the week, I'm just making these little circles in the same color palette where I'll be writing the dates. And once that I finished with that, I just stuck some more craft paper in these little cute pictures that I found on Pinterest. Now I'm just adding some washi tape, and lately I've just been obsessed with layering washi tape and just playing around with all of the textures. I just think it looks really good with the whole scrapbook theme. Another thing that I've been loving to do recently is to add these small drop shadows on the boxes that I make in my bullet journal. I just think it really makes them pop, and it's really a simple touch. And the quote that I chose for this week is, "There is no right time, there is only time and what you choose to do with it." And I chose this quote as I have to confess that I'm someone who is always like, "Oh, I'll wait till I feel motivated to start my homework," and I really want to change that, just get it done as soon as I can. after I finished with the quote, I just added some more washi tape there and just more details to make the quote look a little bit more interesting. After writing all of those details, this is how this spread turned out. And for my third weekly of the month, I again started with scrapbook paper and a few images, and I went for a completely different layout this time. I actually had used this layout in one of my August spreads, which is one of my favorites. You can see it on my Instagram. So I just glued these pictures and then added some washi tape. And now I'm just writing the days of the week in cursive. And after I finished writing the days of the week, I just made these little boxes with the same colors that I've been using throughout the whole month for the color scheme, and I really liked how they look. Next, I used my Tombows just to make these little circles again where I'll be writing the dates. And the chosen quote for this week is, "Do something today that your future self will thank you for." And this again is just a little motivational reminder for me just to get things done right now so I can enjoy later. I then started adding some washi tape just to fill up that corner, and also I felt like the lettering looked a little bland, so I highlighted it using my Tombow brush pens, and I also used this handwriting style that I really liked, so it's basically making like a block letter on top of the original letter. I actually have a video where I show you how to make different headers. I'll leave it up linked in the tab. Now for the last part of the month, once again I chose to go for something a little bit less structured. And I know that this seems really weird right now, but I just had this idea of making like different wavy patterns that could be used as backgrounds for the lettering and just making stars. It will start making sense as the video moves forward. And once that I finished making the wavy lines, I just used my Tombow Furunozoki again to write the days of the week. And as for all of my other spreads, I just made some little circles where I could write the dates. And the next thing that I'll be doing is just add some little stars and dots around the lettering. And honestly, at this point I wasn't really sure if I was liking it, but I really liked how it turned out in the end. And next, one of my favorite parts, adding washi tape again. Now for the final part of this spread, the quote. I just used a small corner of craft paper and the chosen quote was, "Small daily improvement over time leads to stunning results." And this is how the spread turned out in the end. And also, this is it for this video. I actually really enjoyed making all of these spreads, and I really hope you liked this video. And if you did, be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye!